What up? It's your boy Terry the Electrician here, and you already know I'm out here in these streets putting in that work. Today I want to talk about why every home service contractor, service business owner should have a Google My Business page. Let me tell you my own personal experience with Google My Business. Last week, my entire week was booked up as a result of me being, as a result of Google My Business. The entire week. This week, two of my scheduled bookings are a direct result from Google My Business. I already said last week before last, without pulling up my calendar, I know for a fact at least one of my scheduled appointments was a direct result of me being listed on Google My Business. Being in the 3-pack. Matter of fact, I'm number one in the 3-pack. Okay? For Google My Business. When someone in my target area, let me just break this down a little bit. My target area is the Midtown area of Atlanta, one of the most affluent areas in the city of Atlanta. Okay? That's my target area. Okay? When someone picks up their phone and goes electrician near me in that area, whether in 30308, 30309, 30307, my Google My Business listing is number one. I have gotten to the number one spot now. All right. My phone, I get multiple calls each and every day as a result of being listed with Google My Business. Multiple. And to be honest, I cannot answer all the calls. Okay. So what that tells me is not only does GMB work, it works quite fucking well. All right. Also, it tells me that it's time for me to move to the next level with SmartWatch Solutions. It's time for me to have someone answer my calls. Okay. That's what it's telling me. In order for me to grow this business to the next level, I'm gonna have to have someone answer those calls because I can't answer them all. 9 times out of 10, when I get these calls, I'm crawling around in the attic, swimming in insulation. I'm up on a ladder, hanging a light fixture or a ceiling fan, or I'm busy because I stay booked up. But the thing is, and that's a good thing. Please don't take that as a complaint. But in order for me to really maximize that, I'm going to have somebody answering these calls. And instead of just having me booked up, so right now I booked myself for a week in advance. It got real busy there a couple of months back, and I was booking 2 weeks out because, the calls were coming in. So right now I'm booking a week out, and I'm good with that. But in order to really, like I said, get the maximum benefit because I miss a lot of the calls that I can be booking, and I can consistently be booked 2 weeks out. Because not all these are emergency, or urgent calls. I'll give you, for instance, I got a call, matter of fact, last week I went and to give an estimate on a job down in Conyers. Now, let me tell you how perfectly this worked out. I have a current project going on in Conyers. So the homeowner called me and said they're getting ready to put up sheetrock, boom, you want to come and check it out because one of the boxes, when they came back and did some more additional framing, it messed up one of the boxes. So I needed to go down there and reroute the wiring and fix that anyway. And I got a call the next day after I had scheduled him. I got a call the next day from somebody from Google My Business that need a bunch of can lights put in their kitchen and some pendant lights and all this stuff. He's in Conyers, not 5 miles from where I was, from my current job. So I scheduled him, boom, on the same day that I was going to be down there anyway. So there was no sweat to go down there and make that, go down there and do that estimate. It worked out great because so I was able to do that. I'm not always able to schedule things like that. But my point was, again, the fact that I have a Google Map that I'm in the 3-pack. Now he's in Conyers. I know for a fact he got me from Google. So I'm showing up, outside of just Midtown, which is my primary target area, but I'm also showing up in affluent areas, surrounding my target area, because for whatever reason, when you start showing up in certain primary areas, then I think, and this is me kind of guessing here, I think Google, and I have heard this from somebody that knows more about this SEO stuff than I do, but I think Google will start to push you a little bit more, in more surrounding areas. I think that's how, I think they do that. I'm not sure. So I'm not going to go out on a limb on that one. But I'm here to tell you, man, Google My Business is the best thing since sliced bread for home service contractors, service business owners, electricians, plumbers, heating and air techs, appliance technicians, pest control, cleaning services, lawn care, landscaping. Anybody that's in the home service industry that provide local services, if you know about Google My Business and you don't have a Google My Business page, you playing games. You're not serious. You can't be. Because it's free. And it's lead generation that all our businesses need. That is what keeps our businesses going, is a steady flow of leads. Now, for the better part of the 22 years that I have been in business, my business has primarily stayed afloat from referrals, word of mouth, referrals. And, I started out passing out business cards and putting the door magnets on my truck, years ago. That's how I got started, bootstrapping. But like I said, I used to print up my own business cards back in the day, before Vistaprint. I used to print up my own business cards, go to Office Depot, get the card stock, and I forget what program I used to use, some from that we had back in the day. But I would print my own business cards and pass them out, like that. Today, when I have my business cards done by Vistaprint, this was done by Vistaprint. Vistaprint is another thing that you can use, when you're talking about marketing and branding your business. Vistaprint, same logo. I created the logo and everything myself, the fonts and all this. Uploaded to Vistaprint, got my shirts printed, got my cards printed and all that. Okay, I'm getting off on a tangent now. But back to Google My Business. If you are not on Google My Business and you have a home service business, you are a home service contractor, you have a cleaning service, you have a lawn care business, you know what I'm talking about. If you are not on Google My Business, you are playing games. You are missing so much money, it's ridiculous. Okay? And if you're just getting started, if you are a new service business owner, you definitely need to be on Google My Business, because before you even get a website, get your Google My Business page, claim it, and get it verified. Okay? Because they have to verify it, because they're going to send you a postcard. They have to verify a physical location. There's some particulars in there, and I'll probably go into that a little bit deeper in another video, because I don't want this video to be too long. But there's some steps you're going to have to take. It's not easy. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not easy. I don't care what nobody fucking says. It's not easy to get this thing done, get this thing up and going, and get it to a point where you're actually going to start getting traffic from Google. Because they want to make sure first of all, you're 100% legit. There's some steps you're going to have to take. There's some consistencies you're going to have to make sure that you do. Man, you is not finna Bogart me like that. Okay, hit my truck if you want to. Anyway, back to the lecture at hand. Like, this semi, like he just gonna Bogart his way in. Like, you just gonna make me Where am I going? I got a semi on this side of me, and here you over here trying to. I ain't scared of you. Hit me if you want to. You be buying more than a truck. Anyway, just had to make me go there. But like I said, there's some steps you're gonna have to take, and you want to optimize it, and there's some things you got to do to optimize it. Like I said, too much for this video, but at the very least, get that page up. And like I said, before you even get a website, if you're new, get that page up, because they'll give you a website. You can create a website through Google, free. Man, I'm telling you, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. And that's why I'm making this video. That's all I got for this one. We'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, get that money, and and you already know what's coming next. Deuces.